Welcome to the Active Marketer Podcast, where we talk about how to design, automate, and scale your business to the next level using sales and marketing automation. You can find out all the tips, tactics, and techniques you need to get more customers and sell more stuff over at theactivemarketer.com. Now, here's your host, Barry Moore.
Welcome to the Active Marketer Podcast, sponsored by theactivemarketer.com. I'm your host, Barry Moore, and this is the podcast that's all about sales funnels and marketing automation. So this week, we are going to do a overdue wrap-up to our payment series. We're going to cover one more payment platform before we move on back to some more automation-focused topics. And this week, that platform is ThriveCart. Now, I've been holding out a little bit on reviewing ThriveCart for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to get the founder, Jason. I have been holding off doing this ThriveCart podcast for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to get the founder, Josh, on to talk about it. And two, it hasn't quite gone public yet. There's some special VIP access and pricing I'll talk about a bit later on. But it hasn't quite opened up to the public yet. But I want to get this information out to you guys because I think it's a great platform. It's the one I've chosen for my business, and this is probably, hopefully, the last one. I've been through them all. If you guys have been following the series at all, you'll know that it all spawned out of the fact that I wanted a payment system that worked for me and my journey to evaluate literally dozens of different products to finally end up using ThriveCart for my business. Now, that doesn't mean ThriveCart's exactly right for your business, so I would urge you to go back and listen to the episode on how to choose a payment platform to make sure that you're finding the payment platform that's right for your requirements. But before we jump into this week's episode, of course, it is time for the shameless social proof segment where I read out your iTunes reviews of the podcast. If you'd like me to read out your review next week, by all means, head over to iTunes and leave us a rating and review, and I will rate it out on a future show. This week's review comes from Interview Valet CF in the United States. 5 stars, fantastic, actionable steps given. He says, or she says, huge marketing insights come from listening to this podcast. My notepad was full after listening to the much needed episode about how to use scarcity without being a douchebag, one of my favorite titles. Thanks for keeping it so simple and so doable. Takeaways: use price increases, limited availability, limited spots. All of these are very professional and clean while still hitting on the scarcity pain points. Excited to learn more. Thanks so much, Interview Valet CF. Thank you for taking the time to leave a rating and review. Now, let's dive into this week's episode on ThriveCart. All right, this is the last episode in our ongoing payment series, and I've saved this one for last for a couple of reasons, but this one's going to be about one more payment platform called ThriveCart. And just before we get started, I want to clear up a question that I get asked quite a lot is, you hear me talking a lot about Thrive themes and Thrive leads. And I get the question, is this the same company? No, it's not. So ThriveCart and Thrive Themes are two completely different companies, two different founders, really don't have anything to do with each other. So just want to clear that up before we start. And ThriveCart is the platform that I've chosen for my own business going forward as well, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Right, so what is ThriveCart? ThriveCart is a payment platform that allows you to create checkout pages and create payment plans for your products and basically process the payment. So where it differs from something like ClickFunnels, for example, is ClickFunnels comes with a bunch of other stuff like landing page designers and membership areas and all that stuff. ThriveCart is just the cart portion of that, right? So where people go to check out, fill in their details, give you money, get exposed to upsells and downsells and order form bumps, which I'll talk about in a second. All that stuff is done at ThriveCart. And then when they check out, then they're redirected back to your site or wherever your designated thank you page is going to be, right? So it's probably the most similar to SamCart and the other platforms we've talked about so far, and very similar in functionality as well. But it's a software as a service payment platform that allows you to design payment forms, upsells, downsells, create your subscription plans, for example, in the cart if you want like a 14-day trial and then default to $39 a month or whatever. You would build that all inside ThriveCart. So who is it good for? ThriveCart is good for people who are selling non-physical products. So, if you're selling coaching or a membership program or software as a service, or if you're selling physical products that people would buy as a one-off and don't have a lot of variation. So, for example, if you're selling a physical book, for example, right, that book doesn't come in different sizes and colors. It only comes as a book. So, you could certainly use it to sell that. What it won't do is the more traditional shopping cart kind of functionality where I put product A in my cart, product B, and product C, and then I go check out with all three products at once. ThriveCart's really kind of more designed around a single product sale with additional add-ons to that sale, and I'll talk about that in a second. So if you're selling physical goods with a lot of variations, like you're selling t-shirts and they come in small, medium, and large, and red, blue, and green, ThriveCart is not the thing for you. You're better off with one of the more traditional retail type shopping carts like WooCommerce or Shopify, BigCommerce, something like that. So for those of you who are selling digital products or non-physical products, coaching, membership sites, online courses, it's perfect for that kind of stuff. So why do I like it? Why did I choose it over all the other ones? I'll tell you, it's got a great mix of flexibility and power. There's lots of different variations you can build into your sales funnels and build into your products and build into your pricing. So it's got a lot of flexibility to it and a lot of power, but quite a very simple interface that you're not going to get lost in. So it's a great mix of simplicity from a user interface point of view, but still flexibility and power from a product point of view, and being able to set up your products and being able to set up upsell funnels, downsell funnels, order form bumps, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to run you through some of the features of ThriveCart here. As I said, it's kind of best suited for one-off products that have additional things that could be added onto the sale. So think about McDonald's, right? You go in there for the cheeseburger, they upsell you to the fries and the Coke and the value meal with that. So that's a similar sort of sales model that works really well with ThriveCart. So let me just give you a quick example of a typical kind of sales scenario here that might involve some upsells and downsells, right? So let's say you're an author or an authority or a speaker or something like that, and you're selling your book, for example, right? And so someone's going to buy your book for $29. Well, a certain percentage of those people are going to want the next thing as well, right? If they really like you, they're going to want the next little piece that they can get. And some will want another piece after that, and some will want another piece after that. Some percentage of people will buy whatever you put in front of them, right, if they really like you. So what a typical scenario might be, for example, is they go to the landing page for the book, they go to buy the book, and then they're offered what's called an order form bump. And an order form bump is just a little tick box on the order form where you can add an extra thing in there. So you might say, right, here's my book for $29 or $39, whatever it is. And then there's an order form bump for an extra $30. You can get the audio recording of the book as well, right? So immediately you're upping your average cart value because some percentage of people take that order form bump, right? Whereas if we were just offering them the book, all we would sell is the book. So they're offered the book. On that page, on that checkout page, there's a little order form bump. It says click here if you want the audio version of the book as well for an extra $30 or $20. And then so people click, yep, I want that. And they click buy, they put in their details, they click buy now. Then they can get presented, they may be presented with an upsell, which is, hey, join our Inner Circle coaching program for whatever it is, $10,000 a year, right? It's a big leap from a book, but maybe some people will take it, or let's call it a $5,000 coaching program for the year. If some people really like you and you really the recognized expert and they want a fast result, obviously some people might go and take that offer, right? So if they say, no, I don't want that offer, maybe we downsell them to a 30-day quick start program for whatever, $500 or something like that, right? So out of that one book, we've added 3 more sales opportunities. We've added an order form bump for the audiobook. We've added an upsell for our premium coaching product. If they don't want that, then we've offered them a downsell to a lower price product that they still might buy anyway. So we've taken that $29 book, we might turn that into a $5,000 sale. So that's a typical kind of online sales scenario that is surprisingly hard to do with most tools. There's only really a small handful of tools that will do that well. And ThriveCart makes it super simple to do that as well. So you can have order form bumps to add a little thing. You can specify sales funnels so that there's a designated upsell or several designated upsells if you like, and several designated downsells if you like as well. You can sell one-off products, so it might be like your book. It's $29 and done, one and done. You can sell subscription products. So if you have a membership site, you can sell, ongoing yearly or monthly or quarterly subscriptions to your membership site. So one-off products, subscription products. You can kind of do a combination of both, where you might say, it's a 200. Say you're a web hosting company or an SEO company or Facebook ads or something. It might be like a $500 setup fee, and then $100 a month after that, for example. So you can set up those kind of combination of one-off and recurring subscriptions on the same order page as well. You can do things like trial offers, so you might want to give somebody a 30-day free trial or a 14-day $1 trial, and then after the trial period's over, the normal $59 a month price kicks in. So it's quite simple to set up all those kind of things in ThriveCart, and those kind of different permutations that you might want to experiment, which I think is fantastic. The other thing that's surprisingly hard to do in a lot of the platforms is manage your customers, right? So somebody's bought from you and maybe they call you with a query, or they want to change their subscription, or maybe they want to pause it for 3 months while they go on holidays or something. A lot of carts you can't even do it. Like you get in there and there's almost no customer information on those people as well. It's really mind-boggling. But ThriveCart has great, you can just go into customers, you can search for any customer, you can see what their sales were over any given period, you can see what products they bought. If they have subscriptions, you can pause those subscriptions either for a specified period of time or indefinitely, which is a great way to keep kind of recurring subscribers on board who might want to quit. You say, instead of quitting, why don't I just put you on pause for 6 months and see how we go or whatever. You also get customer lifetime value. So if I call up your customer record inside ThriveCart, I immediately see what your customer lifetime value is, all the stuff you've bought from me, all the products, all the subscriptions, everything. Just get a nice little number there that says, hey, this person's worth whatever, $3,000 or whatever like that. Some of the other cool features that it has is coupon codes, so that you can set up coupon codes if you want to run a special and give somebody a coupon. They can put the coupon in and get a discounted price. You can say which products those coupons apply to. So they might want to apply to 2 products, but not these other 3 over here. So you can do that. You can also append the coupon code to the URL and send it out. And so they don't even have to put the coupon code in. They just click on it. It's taken straight to the checkout form with a coupon code already embedded. And another nice thing, though, is if you don't want to show that coupon code field, because that can be kind of a conversion killer sometimes, because someone will go to checkout, they'll see there's a coupon code box there, and then they'll run off scouring the internet trying to doing Google searches for your coupon code they might be able to find, and that takes them away from the order page, and then they may never come back. So you can turn the coupon code box off, which is a nice little conversion feature as well. So it doesn't distract them, doesn't encourage them to go running around the internet trying to find a subscription code. It also has embeddable checkout forms, which are nice. So normally you just have a button on your site that says buy now, and that could flip you off to a ThriveCart page, a ThriveCart checkout page, much the way kind of SamCart does. Could flip you off to a ThriveCart checkout page, or you can actually embed the order form within your own WordPress site so that you have your own branding and all your own stuff surrounding the order form. But remember, the fewer things you give somebody to do, the better your conversion rate's going to be. So you don't want to surround your order form with too many distracting things. But you can embed the order forms on your own site. It can do sales tax as well. So if you're one of those people that has to worry about VAT or GST here in Australia, you can get the cart to calculate that GST for you, so you know how much that you owe in the end. Like, it won't pay it for you, but at least it will keep track of it for you based on the customer's IP address, essentially. So wherever they are when they check out, it will go, right, this person's in the US, or this person's in Australia, etc. Oh, he's in Australia, we need to charge them GST. Or this person's in this particular EU country, we need to charge them VAT, which is a nice little feature that most people don't have in their carts. It has a lot of integrations already out of the box, even though it hasn't even launched yet. So as far as payment gateways go, you can plug in Stripe, you can plug in PayPal, and you can plug in Apple Pay, which is pretty much all you need to get going. I know there are some other payment gateways planned in the future, but that really should be all you need to get you started. It integrates with a number of different membership platforms as well, like Digital Access Pass, Member Mouse, Optimized Press, Wishlist Member. I'm using Active Member 360 for my membership site. And the good thing about Active Member 360 is that it ties in with Active Campaign, so the membership software doesn't even actually have to talk to the shopping cart. What happens is someone checks out a ThriveCart, that gives them a tag in Active Campaign that says, they're allowed this level of membership or access to this product. We set that up in WordPress to say, people, this page is protected, and only people with this, purchased XYZ tag are allowed to see this particular page or see this particular content. So when they check out a ThriveCart talks to Active Campaign, gives them the purchase XYZ tag. Then when they go to log into the WordPress website, Active Member interrogates Active Campaign to see what tags that particular person has, and then it grants them access to the content based on whatever Active Campaign tag they have, so that I can swap out my shopping cart whenever I want. It doesn't matter, because it's Active Campaign and Active Member are the things that are controlling my membership area, which is a nice little future-proof if I ever decide to change shopping carts. So that's pretty cool as well. So I think between all those membership platforms and those payment gateways, you're pretty much ready to go for most people as well. Now, here's some nice features that I've only found in ThriveCart. I haven't found these in any other payment platform so far, and they might seem like small things, but I guarantee you're probably going to want to do at least some of them at some point. And then if you're going to bang into limitations of your payment platform, that you can't do it. One really cool thing that I haven't seen anywhere else is multiple Stripe accounts and multiple PayPal accounts. Something like Samcart, you can set up multiple Stripe accounts. You can hook your shopping cart up to multiple Stripe accounts, but you can only use one at any given time. With ThriveCart, you can actually have several gateways going simultaneously. So you might have, like, say, 2 Stripe accounts and a PayPal account, or 2 PayPal accounts going simultaneously. And the reason you might want to do that is to separate where the money goes, right? So what you could do is you could set up Stripe account A and Stripe account B inside of ThriveCart, and then you can set up the payment gateway that you're going to use on a per product basis, right? So product A can put the money straight into Stripe account A, and product B, when people check out and they buy product B, that can go straight into Stripe account B, which is a pretty cool feature if you're running multiple businesses or you want to run this kind of on behalf of your clients or something like that. That's pretty groovy. The other groovy thing is you can set currency on a per product basis. So I can have one checkout form for product A, and that might be in US dollars. And then I can have another checkout form for product B, and that might be in Australian dollars or Canadian dollars or euros or whatever. So you can assign the currency on a per product basis as well, which is pretty cool. So if you're one of those people that wants to be able to charge, people in your country one price and people in a different country a different price, you can certainly do that in their own currency. You have to use a third-party tool if you want to kind of automatically sniff out what country they're in and get the right checkout form. But you could just say Australian customers click here or overseas customers click here, and they would get different payment forms with different currencies attached to each product. So that's pretty cool as well. Some of the things they do have planned, but aren't on the street yet, is affiliate program built into the platform. So if you're selling product A and you want to get a bunch of other people to sell product A on your behalf as well and set up an affiliate program so they can sell it for you, that'll be built into ThriveCart eventually. And from what Josh has said, it's really just right around the corner. So certainly before the end of the year, I think that will be live. The time of recording is late November here. So it should be, he said wanted to have it up by the end of November or at the very least at the end of December. So the affiliate build out should be live pretty darn soon. The other thing that's coming as well is built-in dunning features. And if you don't know what dunning is, if you have a subscription program where people pay you monthly or quarterly or yearly or whatever, and you're charging their credit card every quarter or every month, I'm sure you've run into the problem where their credit card expires or they've changed their credit card or something like that. So all of a sudden your recurring payments start failing, right? And now you've got to chase up that customer and get the new details as well. So you can use third-party tools like stunning.co, which is really great at dunning and following up people whose cards are going to expire. But it would be nice if you didn't have to use a third-party tool and that was just part of the shopping cart. So dunning features are coming into ThriveCart as well. And they're hopefully not too far away as well. And we didn't talk about active campaign integration, but ThriveCart has integration to all the major kind of autoresponder type people. But Active Campaign's got great integration with Active Campaign. So you can integrate at a number of different levels. You can put somebody straight onto a list, which we know is not great. It's a limited appeal of putting someone straight on a list. You can put people straight into an automation, which I haven't seen before, which is very cool. So you can say, people who buy this product, I want you to put them straight into this automation. Or you can add a particular tag. You're right. Someone buys this product, I want to give them this tag or these number of tags as well. And you can do those actions based on a couple of different things. You can do it based on a successful checkout. You can do it based on cart abandonment. You could do it based on a refund. So if someone buys, they might go into one automation. If they abandon the cart, they might go into a different automation, which follows them up with a cart abandonment sequence. Or if they refund the product, that might give them another tag or put them into a different automation, which then cancels all their accesses and whatever we want to do when someone refunds a product. So lots of different levels of AC integration, which is really good to see. And they also have, via webhooks, they have integration with Zapier as well. So if you want to put all your new purchases into Xero, for example, you could do that via webhooks and Zapier as well. So a really flexible platform, and it works really well, and it's really simple to use. And it's not even really available to the public yet. So ThriveCart hasn't actually launched yet. I got in an early beta access to it way back in February, but it's really kind of ready for prime time. Any day now it's going to drop and go public. So you can't buy it just yet in the public domain, but what Josh has done for us and listeners of the Active Marketer podcast and fans of the Active Marketer, we have a special lifetime deal that's cheaper than you're going to find it anywhere else. So there is kind of a lifetime beta access deal going around at the moment if you can find it. But he's done even better and given us a discount on top of that as well. Now, I'm not allowed to tell you what it is on the air, and I'm not allowed to tell you what it is in a public forum. So if you want to get access to the special lifetime deal, I need to get you into the Automation Nation private Facebook group. So that deal is not available to the public. It's only available to Automation Nation and Active Marketer Academy members, I can't put it out in the public. So if you want it, what you need to do is, or if you're curious at what the price is, what you need to do is go to Facebook, search for Automation Nation. That's our private Facebook group. Say you want to join, I'll let you in, and then you'll see a pinned post right at the very top that has all the details for the lifetime access to ThriveCart at the special VIP price. So I would suggest you do that, because the great thing about it is it's exactly that. It's a lifetime price. So I know if you've looked at Samcart recently, they just upped their prices, but their base price is $99 a month. That adds up after a while. ClickFunnels, again, their base price $97 a month. Adds up after a while. It's nice to be able to just pay a one-off price for something and just have it done. And I guarantee, I can tell you, it's less than 6 months worth of any of those tools. So use ThriveCart for a couple of months, you're already ahead of the game. So again, if you want to see what that special VIP pricing is, go to Facebook, search for Automation Nation, join, I'll let you in, and then you'll get access to the special VIP pricing as well. Or if you can't remember all that, just go to the show notes over at theactivemarketer.com/70, and I'll have a link to the Automation Nation Facebook group in there as well, and you can just click straight across. But that's how you get access to it. I've been using it for a while. I'm really impressed with it. Simple, stable, does what it says, and you can get a product up and running in just a matter of minutes. It's really, I've been through a lot of them, and this is certainly the best one that works for me in my business. Again, might not work for you in your business. Go back to that episode on how to choose a payment platform and really nail down your requirements before you go buying any piece of software, not just shopping cart. But that's ThriveCart. Again, it should be soon. I'll try and get, once it's launched publicly, I'll try and get Josh on the show to have a chat about that. But I will see you back here next week. Thanks. If you want to check out the show notes for this week's episode, you can find those over at theactivemarketer.com/70. And I will also include a link off to the Automation Nation Facebook group so you can get access to that special lifetime deal on ThriveCart. Now, if you're a regular listener of the Active Marketer podcast, you have noticed a bit of a gap in my publishing schedule, and that is because I have been heads down completely redesigning our private membership community, now called the Active Marketer Academy. The Active Marketer Academy has been redesigned from the ground up to be a much, much better user experience with tons of training and resources and shared automations, and a community of users who are all on the same journey as you, putting this sales funnels and marketing automation technology to work in their business. So if you need some help with your sales funnels, your marketing automation, your copy, all that kind of stuff, you can find that inside Active Marketer Academy. Head over to activemarketeracademy.com and get all the details. And we look forward to seeing you inside with the rest of our really cool members. Until next week, everybody, get out there and design, automate, and scale your business to the next level with sales funnels and marketing automation. See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Active Marketer Podcast. You can find the show notes and all the latest marketing automation news over at theactivemarketer.com.